uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom! Well, if you want to know what the best grip in PUBG Mobile is, you've come to the right place. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you about the grips you should be using, the grips you should be avoiding, which situations they're good in, why certain things aren't that important. We're going to talk a little bit about the laser sight. We're going to talk about the red dot ADS bonus and the diminishing returns. And we've got all this stuff coming up for you. Why don't you like the video right now to do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. That would also help me because, you know, I do this kind of content all the time. So if it floats your boat, then stick around. Firstly, most people are here for sprays, long range sprays in particular. And for that, we will get to that. But there are a lot of different guns in the game. There are Tommy guns, there are Vectors. There are guns that have absolutely no problems with any kind of recoil horizontally, but just go straight up. Guns like the G36C. Different guns sometimes require different grips. Now we're going to go through all the grips, and just in case you're new to the game, the grips are the lower rail attachments that you can fit on a variety of different weapons. They are the vertical foregrip, the angled grip, the thumb grip, the half grip, and the light grip. You can also put a laser sight on there, which we will touch very briefly on. First and foremost, let's talk about recoil. Horizontal recoil is completely unpredictable. The gun swings left and right like a random buck and bronco. But vertical recoil is extremely predictable. That's why once you get good at the game, you will start realizing that you're not really interested in grips that control vertical recoil for your sprays. You just want things that stop the gun from going way left or way right. You want to be able to keep the gun straight on the target. Now, these are the grips as I've tested them today. The vert grip has the lowest vertical recoil. The angle grip has the best spread of rounds. There is a lot to be said about all points in between, so why don't we crack on? I'm going to go through each grip individually, and then we're going to break down what it's best for, why you should use it, why you shouldn't use it. First and foremost, the vertical grip, an old favorite and an excellent DMR grip. In fact, it's in my opinion the second best grip you can use for single tapping, whether that be with a SKS or a Mark 12 or single tapping, a SCAR-L, whatever the case may be. It's also the only grip you can use on the Tommy gun, which is pretty important, and it's an excellent grip for using on a gun like the G36C or the Vector, because those guns don't really have any issues horizontal recoil wise. But it's not my choice for best grip in the game. After that, we have the light grip. The light grip is the best single tap grip in the game. The reason for that is its recoil recovery. Every time you fire a round, it goes up in the air when you single tap, but then it recovers further back down towards its original position, meaning that you don't have to adjust your scope so much between taps, which is really good. It's also good for a gun like the Vector. Like, that's fine, but let's be honest. If you know your sensitivity and you've sorted your settings out, it's not going to make a huge difference. So great for DMRs, not so great for spraying. And for those of you who are going to say, but Bushka, I spray like a champion with that. Well, of course you do, because you could literally put a squirrel grip on the M416 or a pair of multi-grips on the lower rail of the M416. And if you have good sensitivity, you could spray as well. Now we're going to talk about the thumb grip, and the thumb grip is specifically designed for close quarters combat in the same way that the light grip is specifically designed for long range tap firing. You see, the thumb grip's big benefit is an ADS speed bonus. It gets about a 22% benefit to ADS speed, and that's really brought to the fore when you need to aim down sights really quickly and fire without worrying about horizontal recoil, which is in close proximity to the enemy. This brings up some interesting stuff. I'm going to run you through some stats here you've probably never seen before. The base ADS speed is 0.37 seconds. With a thumb grip, that's down to 0.28 seconds. With a red dot, that's the same, 0.28. With both of those things, it's 0.22. Now we're going to talk about the angle grip and why it's so amazing, because it also gets a 10% benefit to ADS speed while maintaining an incredible horizontal recoil control. And the angle grip gives you a 0.33 seconds ADS bonus, as well as a 0.25 second when combined with a red dot. So what we're looking at here is the ability to both spray at long range and stay on the target at long range instead of zipping around all over the place, and having a great benefit in close quarters combat, because being able to ADS faster is incredibly important. Let me show you this little clip here. And you're going to see I'm using the angle grip with a 3X on my barrel. Well, it's a 6X zipped down to a 3. And this is to win a chicken dinner. This is on Asia Solos. I think this is when we were about top 0.5% on the server. We were like 1500th in kill rating. This is like important. A head pops up here on the left, and watch how close it is. We're going to win this one by 25%. That's one round. And we zoomed in faster and got to the target quicker. And that ADS speed bonus in a game where time to kill on a gun like the barrel is 0.25, getting that in there faster will let you win more games. That's why I think that is the best grip for spraying in the game, as well as being incredibly versatile in close quarters combat. Now we're going to touch on the half grip here, but don't go anywhere because we're going to talk a lot about gameplay styles, recoil control, and weapon selection with these grips. And that's very, very important. Every bit as important as looking at a spray pattern. So anyway, the half grip. This is my second choice for long range spraying. Once you can control vertical recoil, you want horizontal recoil control. And this is the second best grip for controlling horizontal recoil. The half grip, in fact, is excellent for controlling horizontal recoil. It's just that the angled is better. And it also has an ADS speed benefit. So you end up with a grip that can both, you know, control horizontal recoil, but is better in CQC than the half grip. Now, I want to talk about really what you should be doing to improve your spraying with all kinds of different weapons. We will talk quickly about this. This is a laser sight. It does nothing for recoil at all. It does make the crosshair ever so slightly smaller when you equip it, because what it helps with is hip firing. Now this is super specialized, but if you want to take advantage of improved hip fire accuracy, you can mount a laser sight at the end, and a lot of people will do that with a Barrel M762. I don't, because I prefer having the ADS speed bonus at all times, just in case there's an opportunity to ADS in. But ADS for me is probably a little more important than it is for everyone. So if you want to use a laser scope and do hip firing, go for it, because it will be very, very, very successful. Now let's talk about the tactics of recoil control. You want to crouch. You want to crouch as often as possible. You want to crouch and you want to go prone. If you crouch, it dramatically reduces everything to do with recoil, both horizontal and vertical. If you go prone with an M416, it's stupid. It's like literally cuts the height of your recoil in half. It's incredibly effective. If you're worried about not being able to control, you see how I'm crouching here? That's because crouching equals better gun handling, and gun handling means hitting the target more, and hitting the target more means freaking winning. So if you want to win, learn how to crouch and prone in certain situations. The other thing is, you've got to remember, this is all so super subjective. If you're running a Mark 12, it's a DMR, it doesn't mean that you can't use these other grips. They're still perfectly capable. Any grip is better than no grip at all. And this is something that a lot of people fall in love searching for the perfect grip. It also depends on your weapon choice. Look, I'll be honest with you, the M416 is broken. So many people use the M416. I don't know why there's a clip of me with a pistol in here. Okay, what? That is another one. Okay, let's just stop here and hang on. We won't. Yeah, there was like 2 other clips of pistols. Whatever. Where was I? Yeah, the weapons. Look, the M416 is what I use to do the spray test because it gives you nice, pretty sprays. But there are so many other guns out there that are useful and can be used. The AUG, the Barrel, the like your SCAR-Ls, your SMGs. They all have a place in the game, and once you understand what that place is, you can choose your grip accordingly. You might run a UMP with a red dot and a thumb grip because you're doing an absolute buttocks load of ADS work with the UMP, because the UMP got buffed to hell and it's really, really good now in CQC. You might have a device that's a little older and you can't control vertical recoil as well as you can with a brand new iPad Pro television. And that might influence what you need out of your loadout. If you run a G36C, it just goes straight up in the air. It literally just goes straight up. Horizontal recoil isn't really an issue. It's an incredibly broken gun. So why would you run an angle grip on that? Run a vertical foregrip. These are the decisions that you need to make, and they're always going to be based on knowledge, and that's why I want you to keep coming here to my channel and learning and getting better at PUBG Mobile, because you can probably already play better than I can. You sure as hell should be able to have faster reflexes than me. But what I like to do is go into the battlefield with a little bit more knowledge than the other blokes so that I can make some decisions along the way that help me, because this is, and its heart, a being alive at the end of the day game, not a game where you just want to make a montage about 6x sprays. Well, maybe that's what it's out for you. So please subscribe to the channel. Please like the videos and stick around. There's lots more content coming down the pipe. I'm Bushka. You're the humans. Look after yourselves. And as always, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.